I broke the bolt.
You broke the bolt?
Yeah.
Right, welcome back to the channel. My name's Kirby, and today we've got JP here as well. He's work experience, so JP was out with me last week, so we've got him out for 5 Mondays in a row. So last week we just settled him in, done some servicing at the unit. We're back out on the road today doing some servicing on this Suzuki Swift. So we just drained the oil out.
Yeah.
So there we go. So yeah, just as that starts dripping and slowing down, just move that into the sort of center. Yeah, and that's it. Just let that drain for a bit. Right, and then what we do when we're doing the oil change, we just open up the cap or take the dipstick out so it lets more air through.
Yeah.
And then more oil will come out the bottom basically. And because the engine's warm now, we're going to do the coil packs. Because they've got rubber sort of boots on them and they can get stuck if the engine's cold. So you warm them up before you take them out, stop them from breaking. Yeah. Right, so all those spark plugs are out, just up there, and we've got these new Bosch ones going in. Yeah, we always sort of make sure they're like for like. Yeah. Can you see the difference on the tips there? See the gap there? There's quite a lot more than that one there. So that was just ever so slightly worn away, but you know, these ain't that bad. Right, so we've got that set up to 18 Newton meters. Just going to tighten up all them. That's it. That's it. It only needs to click once. You see people going click, 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 click. You don't need to do that. Just once will do. Right, coil pack's going back in, and then we'll move on to the air filter, which is in here. Right, that's the coil packs done, and or the spark plugs rather. So yeah, we just want to try and get the air filter off. So you've just got to look, basically, what has to come off in order to get this top cover off. Yeah, so that pipe there. I mean, sometimes you can maneuver them out of the way a little bit, which we can on this time. So yeah, this is the air filter. It's not too bad, to be honest. So see on here it says rear.
Yeah.
So you've always got to just make sure. Sometimes when you take filters out, you put them back the way they came. Like if you put them up like that, I mean, it might not fit, but some will fit. And then yeah, they're designed in a way which the air will pass through them a certain way. So yeah, it's nice and clean in there as well. So let's get the new. Does that one have any markings saying front or rear on it?
No.
Okay, so can you see how this top part is shallower than this bit? And then if you compare it to this one, you can see how that bit's shallower than that. I'll just show the camera. See, there's that, and then it's got rear at the back there. So you just match up what it looks like, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
See if it fits.
Yeah, it fits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, and then just gotta put that back into place, and so that's the oil filter there. Twist the ratchet to undo. Is it tight? Go on. See, it's coming. Use your muscles, JP.
Oh,
That's it, it's coming. Right, if it starts getting looser, oil's going to start dripping down. So we want to get ready with this oil catch can, yeah?
yeah.
See if you can do it by hand. See if it's loose by hand.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Oof, this
Right, put
scary
that.
moment for me.
See the oil's dripping down?
Yeah.
Right, you might get it all down your arm. There we go, just let it drip, that's it. Empty it in there. Right, so we've got a Hengst oil filter. And do you remember what I showed you last week with the oil filter? Putting the oil on,
Yeah.
yeah, just take that plastic cover off. So you can just get any bit of oil really. Just make sure you've got a nice film of oil around the rubber ring. Just make sure it's lined up and it's going on nicely, yeah? Righty tighty, lefty loosey. They only really need to be hand tight. So I'll get you a new sump plug washer. So we've got a new washer on the old sump plug.
Yep.
There we go. We're gonna have to get you some smaller gloves. These are too, yeah. So yeah, just that's it. Wipe up everything. Right, we're gonna just set the torque wrench for the sump plug. Do you remember how to do it?
Just that. I mean,
Yeah.
push that. And twist.
That's it. And then do you remember how to read it?
Yeah.
There. So we want to set it to 35.
So,
Let's have a look. Yeah, that looks like 35 to me. Okay. Figure out how to get that pollen filter out. Right, so we've got the new pollen filter king. The glove box is down. And look at the filter on the side of it. Does it say flow up this way or something?
yeah.
So just remember how that goes in, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's have a look at that filter, how dirty it is.
Oh,
Yeah, you just sneezed, yeah, because you're probably breathing in all this crap that you've just taken out. There we go. Fresh Bosch one going in.
yeah.
Right, so got some oil going in. Let's get the cap off. Yeah.
So I don't know. It's
Yeah, so how do you know it's how much oil you're putting in? So you can see the oil level here at the top.
yeah.
And then it's got 4, 3, 2, 1, and these are all litres. So at the minute it's at 5 litres. So 5 litres minus 3. So what I normally do, if it's like 3.3 and it's quite a small measurement, I get to 2 litres and then just add a little bit and then check the dipstick.
So I go to
2, which will be 3 litres.
And I just wipe it.
That's it, wipe it so it's all totally clean. So on this, you see the 2 dots? That's where the oil needs to be between. So dip that back in.
All the way.
Yeah, all the way. Now take it back out. Hold it with your other hand. How does that look between these 2 lines? Oh, you've got some oil. Right, so now we've just got to reset the service light, check for any fault codes in the system, and for that we're using the Top Don RT Diag Pro. So if you switch it on at the top. Right, so we just got to have a look over the rest of the car. Same as last week, what we done, you know, when we checked the brakes, the suspension, it's a bit more difficult on this gravel, like I said, because we're not jacking it up and whatever, but got plenty of life left in the pads. The spring's not broken. I already checked the drop links on all the bushes down there. Just got to check all the lights are working, indicators, main beams, side lights. Same with the rears, it's quite hard to see, but on these you can just see the outer ring, which is the sort of side lights. So I'm just going to jump in, tell me if the brake lights come on all 3. Last thing we do, put the curbside air freshener in.
Oh, that smells good.
Does it smell good, yeah? There we go. Nice smelling car.
Yep.
Right, so we're back on this Mazda 3. I didn't film it last week, but I done pads and discs all round, I think, and 2 lower arms. I don't even know how to start it. Where's the start button? Come on. There we go. So yeah, after I fitted the lower arms, he said that he can hear a knocking noise. So we've just come back to check that out. So yeah, JP, whenever a customer has a complaint of any sort, even if it's a new job, you've always got to confirm the fault for yourself. Yeah, so we've got to hear the noise, because it might not be the lower arms, it might be something else. Or it could be the lower arms, or the way I've fitted it. But, oh, I just heard that just then. Can you hear that?
No.
As you turn the wheel.
Oh yeah.
Didn't do it then, but let's have a look. So it's not really doing it over uneven ground, but he did say over speed humps, so we're going to try and find some speed bumps. I don't know where there's going to be some around here. Right, so we're just coming up to a speed bump. Let's see if we can hear anything now. Nothing out of the ordinary, to be honest. No real knock in there. Let's turn around and go back over them. If anything, I can hear something from the back. And the back we haven't touched in terms of suspension. Right, so we're just going to jack it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Got it up. Now we just need to place the axle stands in the right place. So on these, you've got this plastic seal sort of cover, and then you've got a gap a bit further in. Can you see where it's solid metal under there? That's it, lift that up. So leave the handle alone.
Yeah.
Just lift it up a bit more. That's where it's going to sit. That's sat in place now, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's underneath the sill. So what we're going to do the other side. You want to jack it up or put it on the stands equally. So I think it was probably about 2 or 3. Let me just check. 3, that's too much here. So you want to drop it down. You've just got to let go where your hand is. That'll drop it back down. One more. That's it. So that'll be equal to the other side. And you just want to put that under the same part of the sill. And to drop the jack down, you've just got to twist this bottom piece, because this piece isn't on mine screwed in. So as you release that, the car should start coming down, and then you should be able to see it fall onto the jacks. Yeah, jacks and stands. And then what I do sometimes, if I'm just working on the car, I'll leave that there just for extra safety. You want to have the steering lock off when you're checking anything sort of with your suspension or steering components. What I showed you last week about
The wiggle.
left to right.
Yeah.
Because there's not much movement like that, which would indicate either the track rod or the track rod end. There was no movement up and down, which would suggest a wheel bearing. Let's check the other side. Let's have a look at the springs actually. Just make sure the spring isn't broken, which all looks intact to me. Let's check the other side. Again, the spring's all intact, and that feels fine. Right, so the only thing really we found was on this side. Just get a bit of light. Is the track rod end, the boot. It's just had a little bit of grease at the top there. You're probably not going to pick it up on camera, but it is there. There's no play in the actual end or the arm, any of the bushes. So what are we going to do, JP?
Put the car back down.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea to me. Right, spot of lunch. I've got the Mackie D's.
Yeah. I got
JP's got the
Morgan Spencer's.
oh, look at that. Roast beef and horseradish.
Yeah.
Nice and posh. It's the Black Beauty, as the customer calls it. That's a nice little fix there. But he's left the keys in a bag somewhere, he said. M&S bag. Play a game of hide the key. There it is. Right, so we've got another knocking noise, but we can't hear anything like that. So we're gonna have to take it on a little test drive. That's it, safety last.
Yeah.
Oh, can you hear that already? I think. Oh, nice squealy belt.
Is that the timing belt or
Nah, it's the auxiliary belt.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear the noise?
Yeah.
Not there now. What about if we turn? Oh.
Yeah, big.
We can actually hear this noise, unlike the last time. The last job. Just having a look, see if we can find anything. Is there any noises, or does it feel a bit loose?
Hey, it's clicking.
You can hear it clicking. That's it. Can you see anything inside there now it's turned like that? Is there any grease or anything coming out of the CV joint?
No.
Nothing? Nothing obvious? Nothing broken by the looks of it?
No, I don't see it.
Okay. Right, well, try the other side, see if you can feel what you felt this side. You feel anything there?
No.
No? So you felt something on the other side, yeah?
Yeah.
See this bush? Can you see that?
Yeah.
See how this bit is, that part of the bush should be inside here, I think. So what we're going to do, we'll get a little lever bar and see if there's much movement on that, yeah? Yeah, so we've got the lever bar in there and we're just levering on that bush, so we want to try and get as much leverage on that bush. Can you see? Yeah? That's quite a lot of movement there. Right, we're just going to check the other side. Right, last job of the day. Little Fiat 500 for a battery. It's just been sat here for a little while. I've let JP get on and start changing the battery.
I broke the bolt.
You broke the bolt?
Yeah.
What bolt's that?
The value.
Ah, look at that. It's just all rusty. Ah, no. That's all right, mate. What we're trying to do, we're trying to get that out and yeah, maybe put another bolt through it or something, or drill it out. That's not a problem. Right, so we want to just take this off. This is the earth cable, and then we want to get a 10mm on that eventually. Well, we could probably, once the battery's off, we'll take that off, but we get this little clip undone, and then get a 10mm spanner on this side, and then we can get the battery out, and then we'll have a bit more room to get to that bolt. Right, so on closer inspection, it's actually the nut that has welded itself to the little stud on here. So what we're going to do, we're going to drill a hole in this clamp here. We'll drill a hole here, and then we'll just be able to put a new bolt, nut and bolt through that. That's what we're going to do. Right, so we've just drilled a hole through that. We'll line that up about there, and what I'll do, I'll just try and make a mark in and get the drill in. Right, so that's where I want to drill our new hole. Make sure there's nothing underneath. Right, so that's the battery tray, the plastic bit on as well. We had to drill through a hole through that. Put a bolt through there, a nut underneath. So I just need to hold that underneath with a spanner, screw that down, and then that should keep the battery nice and tight. Just show everyone the secure battery. So we've got the battery nice and secure now. That's bolted down. Just wiggle the battery. There we go. That's not going anywhere. That'll be nice and secure. So JP's just going to get on, tighten these up, and then we're done. Right, that's the battery fitted. There we go. We'll just check the alternator whilst we're here as well. We'll show JP how to do that. Yeah, so we're just going to check the alternator now we've done that battery. So JP, an alternator should always read sort of between 13.4 volts and about 15.4 volts. The way we do that is with a multimeter. So you put it onto volts, just down here. Get your 2 leads. Get that off. One on there, one on there. And what does that read on the multimeter?
14.11.
Yeah, so that's a nice healthy alternator. Yeah, so whenever you check a battery or anything like that, it's always just good practice to check that as well whilst we're here. That's it, job done.
Right.
Day's done.
Yep.
Alright. Right, that's us done for the day. A day in the life of a... Ah, look at that.
No idea.
Always happens. Oh, it's the wife. I've got her answer. Right, that's me and JP done for the day. Day in the life of a work experience lad. How do you think it went today?
I think it looked good. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's good. Do you feel like you learned anything today?
Yeah, I feel more confident.
More confident in things.
Because,
yeah. Slowly, surely you'll get the hang of it.
Yeah.
And then are you back next week? Next Monday?
Not next week, but 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. So yeah, like I said, JP's already been out with me once. Last Monday we was in the unit. We're just getting used to things. So yeah, we've just done some servicing last week. Obviously done the service this week. Bit of diagnosis on knocks today, which can be quite easy as we've seen, or quite difficult. And then maybe next week we'll try and get some brakes or something else, something a bit more hands-on. Yeah, sound good?
Yep, sounds good.
Nice one.
Yep, comment, like and subscribe. Go upside.
That's it. See you in the next one.